Hey race fans, welcome into the preview show presented by Toyota. I'm Alex Weaver, and I'm now going to welcome in Jonathan Merriman. Darlington, a heck of a show that they put on those two races in 1 week. It looked good being back at Darlington.
Regardless where it was, Alex, it was great to be back on a racetrack. But absolutely, Darlington, it just doesn't disappoint no matter what time of year you go there, no matter how many times you go there within a year. It's just a great place to watch racing.
Well, it was a Toyota driver in Victory Lane on Wednesday night. Let's hear from the winner.
Yeah, I got my happy face on. Made sure I brought it with me today. Just can't thank FedEx and Toyota, Coca-Cola, Jordan Brand, the whole JGR engine fab shop. The pit crew did a great job today. It's a driver's racetrack. You can move around. You can do different things to make your car handle, and we got it right today.
Well, we are now headed a couple hours up north, and it's time for one of the crown jewels and the longest race of our sport in the Coca-Cola 600. What can we expect on Sunday night in that 600-mile race?
I think we might have a little bit better of an idea after seeing two races play out at Darlington, but you can't ignore the history at this racetrack. And as of late, it has been the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas that have found a way to find victory lane, whether that's Truex when he was with Furniture Row, just kicking everybody's butts, I think, in the fastest 600 that we've ever seen run, or Kyle Busch getting that first 600 win a couple years back. I think you're going to look to the established teams, Joe Gibbs being one of them, but, you can't count out Kevin Harvick. We know how good he is. He proved that to us at Darlington. Hendrick Motorsports, super fast. But, the thing with the Coca-Cola 600, it's such a long race. You start racing around 6 o'clock and you don't end for another, 4 hours. So temperature changes. The track's going to change as it rubbers up. So, we really can't make a ton of predictions other than the teams that have had speed are going to have speed. It's going to be a dogfight between those organizations.
Now, this is the first time that we've started back racing that this is a normal place on the schedule. It's a normal day. It's the normal time of this race. So crew chiefs have been in the shop along with those crews working on the cars, getting ready for this race that was expected on this day at this time. But I have to ask you, you mentioned those Toyota drivers. They've won 4 out of the last 5 of the Coca-Cola 600 races. Are they going to be a threat Sunday? And who's your top pick out of that Toyota driver camp?
Absolutely. It's hard to say. I think Eric Jones is a big sleeper in that camp. But if you're going to look for obvious answers, you get Truex is going to be your number 1. I think Kyle's got to be your number 2. And then Denny, it's surprising to say because he's just run so well over the past couple of years. Denny's going to be the number 3. I mean, Kyle's got that place figured out and has since he won there. Truex, we know, has it figured out. And you just can't count Denny Hamlin out of any crown jewel race. So it's hard to pick a favorite, but, Truex, he has a couple of wins in that race. And I think you just have to give it to him, even though he's got a new crew chief.
So I think every driver that we've talked to about this race knows that it's a unique situation with how many races we've had over this short span of time and what the physicality of this race is going to be like. So who are you going with to get it done on Sunday?
Well, first off, a little fantasy advice to the fantasy players. We got 4 stages in this race. This is a long night. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's going to take patience behind the wheel and on the box. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to pick within Penske. And I'm not going to take who you think I'm going to take. I'm sure you think I'm going to take Logano, maybe Brad. No, I'm going with Blaney and Todd Gordon. I think, this has a makings of Blaney coming into his own, seizing the moment right here in the Coca-Cola 600. I don't know. I got a feeling about that team. I really think he's going to have a good night. I really think patience will prevail. I think he's going to come out on top.
Well, they haven't won there since 2010.
Hey, it's a brand new year. Yeah. Haven't done a lot of things until 2020, but look where we're at.
Just making sure you knew that. I'm going to go with a guy who's very familiar of getting into victory lane at Charlotte. He's ran a Boston Marathon. I don't know what more physical prep you need other than that right there. I'm going to go with Jimmy Johnson in the 48.
It's not a bad pick with how they've been running. They've been really fast.
All right. Well, we will see. It's the Coca-Cola 600 coming up from Charlotte Motor Speedway, 6 p.m. on Fox. Happy Memorial Day, guys.